Welcome back to the channel. We have a very slick car for you. This is a show quality, fresh restoration 1987 IROC Z-28. Just a few thousand miles on the ground up resto. It's had a show quality paint job performed and plenty of other goodies. Now most of these third gen Camaros, when they were purchased, they were heavily modified, they were beaten to the ground or driven to the ground for that matter. So it's hard to find them in this quality condition. Obviously this one's been restored. This is a custom one-off paint job. This thing was stripped completely down and had a ground up restoration on it. The owner of this vehicle actually painted the car himself. He works in the paint and auto body industry for many years, and this is what his profession is. And let me tell you guys, this is show quality paint, probably the slickest paint job in any of the cars in our showroom on the modern side for that matter. So typically I don't get into restored vehicles over here. They're original, but I couldn't pass this up when I saw it. It's just in really nice shape. He bragged to me the hours, the hundreds of hours he spent on body work and blocking this car out. It started with a Rust Free Z-28. He completely stripped it. Even all the suspension got taken out. They properly pour 15 and undercoated the underside, the undercarriage of the car. So take a look underneath at the undercarriage photos. Those are fresh. It's nice and clean. It shows like new underneath. He did new suspension, so springs, struts, exhaust, stuff like that. It has brand new brakes, four-wheel disc brakes, front and rear, and that's not just the pads and rotors, that's also the calipers. And you can take a look, those aren't the old ones that were repainted, those are fresh. It's sitting on these beautiful offset 18-inch American racing wheels with fresh Nitto 555R tires on the front and rear. The head, all the weather stripping was pulled off. Each panel was pulled and sanded down, bodywork done correctly. It's got brand new fog lenses on it. The headlights, I believe, were replaced as well. I mean, this thing is show quality, tip to tail. He did not skimp out on this paint job whatsoever. Few things like the weather stripping, this has been replaced. The glass is original though to the car. Obviously new windshield wiper blades. The antenna is original. All the weather stripping along the doors and the windows have been replaced. So that's all fresh. This looks very nice on it. I can't get over this paint job. It's like a dark charcoal gray metallic color. So in the sunlight, guys, it has tons of sparkle, tons of flake in it. It pops and it is consistent from tip to tail. It's not blotchy at all. There's no runs in the metallic. He definitely knew what he was doing. I believe the taillights are original to the car, but these are in excellent condition. The Z28 badging is new in the center there, or in the rear of the bumper. And then the original glass for the hatch is still in place, and this is in very nice shape. There's a couple maybe small nicks here and there, but otherwise it presents itself really well. But take a look at this thing, the stance, the color, you just don't see them like this. This definitely toots my horn when it comes to a customized car. The 1987 IROC, obviously a classic, iconic, but with a fresh twist on it. This thing is slick. But let's take a look inside. Now the interior of the car is all original to it, so there's a little bit of wear here and there. Nothing that's too noticeable at all. It's very, very minor. Overall, it still looks and presents itself like new condition. It's in really nice shape. The dash is not cracked. It still shines nicely. All the gauges, the lenses, everything is cleaned up real nice. It's not cloudy, anything like that. All the buttons still have their original print on them, so the print isn't worn off. And the nice Z28 badge, that's original. So everything's still very nice shape in here. The seats are in really nice shape. There's a little bit of wear, just a teeny tiny bit on the driver's side bolster here from climbing in and out. And then the springs are original, obviously. Carpet's original, new floor mats. The rear seats look like no one's ever sat back there. The headliner's in really nice shape. It's not sagging at all, anything like that. Overall, still smells like a clean car, or like a new car, or like a Camaro would back in that day. I've actually owned a third gen myself, and this reminds me exactly like my old one. So overall, this is an awesome car inside and out. Now my favorite part of these third gen Camaros is the hideaway trunk hole. So flip the license plate down, insert the key, By the way, guys, even the jambs, everything was painted really slick. Again, everything was taken apart. Even in here, it's still in show quality paint. All the jambs are still glossed over in really great shape. Again, the weather stripping is new. All the interior, the carpeting is original. There's a couple scratches on the plastic here, but nothing too serious, just very, very minor wear. The electronic lock on the hatch, that sucks it down nicely, it closes, so that's in working shape. Obviously the struts are holding this rear hatch up nicely, so those are in good shape as well. So it appears just like the rest of the car. Now just remember, guys, myself and Jay, we handpick all these cars that come through the museum. We search all over the country, we get offered a lot of vehicles, and we only bring in the exceptional or better. And this one is definitely in show quality condition. So if you enjoy our videos and the cars we bring in, subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell icon, you'll get notified every single time a new car gets posted, and you don't want to miss out because they go just as quick as they come in. You can also see our full inventory. That's at volocars.com. Check it out. We got a few hundred, both modern muscle and classic cars. They're all for sale. You can see the full photo shoots, the write-up descriptions, and all the YouTube videos. Now, under the hood, guys, it is not stock anymore. We got a 383 stroker motor that's been hopped up. It has forged internals in the short block. It has Dart Iron Eagle heads with a built valve train on it with long tube headers. We have a TPIS intake manifold. It's kind of like the high-rise area on there. We have an Arizona Speed 52 millimeter throttle body, a different chrome, or I should say aluminum under and overdrive pulleys on here. And again, all new hoses, belts, the wiring, everything like that, that was all redone. It does still have some original parts like the brake booster, but we do have MSD ignition in here as well. And it's sitting with the stainless steel dual exhaust, and this has made it up to that 5-speed manual transmission. It has a lightweight flywheel, a stage 2 clutch, and then it has 373 in the rear gear ratio. So everything was done tip to tail. Again, presents itself very nicely in here. The engine bay, the strut towers, they're painted in that gloss matching color, so he didn't skimp out on the paint, even on the inside. Everything was pulled out and painted properly and then put back in. The battery's new. We have a 4-core aluminum radiator with the aluminum, a very nice aluminum reservoir tank on the side there, expansion tank if you might call it. Looks like the head wire or the headlight brackets are original though, and some of the original wiring, but it goes into all new looms. Everything's wired nicely. This thing presents itself nice. If you're looking for a show car and you're a fan of Camaros, definitely consider this one. Cheers. Alright guys, let's take this thing around the block, show you how it drives. Just like that. So, that was only half throttling it. So not only does it have the look, it's got the power behind it. It shifts real nicely. Again, it has a stage 2 clutch in it. Shifts very smoothly. The clutch is very easy to use. It's not super stiff. Steering's nice on it. There's no shakes or wobbles in the steering, no vibrations, nothing like that. Brakes work really nicely. Turn signals are working. Horn works. 0 to 60 in however many seconds that was, but this thing's a lot of fun. Obviously, fifth is more of your cruising gear, but we're sitting at 55 miles an hour at 2,000 RPM, so this thing will get great gas mileage, so you can cruise it to a car show, fill up the tank, enjoy the day, whatever you want to do with it. It's definitely a lot of fun. All right, guys, that was my impression on this 1987 IROC Camaro. Again, it's got the look, it's got the sound, it's got the performance, it's got the show quality appeal to it. I did notice the hinges on the hood are brand spanking new, so it's going to take some time for it to wear in to properly set, but closes real nicely. All the doors close smoothly. Again, this thing is slick. I can't get over this paint job. I really say this. This is one of the nicest paint jobs in this showroom because it's not factory. This is a one-off custom color, and man, it is slick. But if you are interested in purchasing this car, you can visit volocars.com. Click that Buy It Now button, secure your deposit. It'll shoot us an email. We can help set up financing. It's super easy. We can also get this thing shipped right to your driveway, and this would be a nice showpiece sitting in the driveway or in the garage or wherever you want to put it. So that's at volocars.com. Check it out. Thanks for watching the video.